If you're getting close to retirement and thinking about what benefits you might be eligible for, then this video is for you. Today we're going to be talking about OAS, also known as Old Age Security. Some topics we'll cover is what is OAS, who can apply, how much can you expect to receive, what is the OAS clawback, and how do you apply for OAS or defer it. OAS stands for Old Age Security, and it's a government pension that's paid out to all Canadians and legal residents, provided that you qualify. If you've watched my video on CPP, you would have learned that the amount that you receive is based on how much you pay into it while you're working. But OAS is different. The amount of OAS that you'll receive is based on how much you make when you're retired. So how do you know whether or not you qualify for OAS? Well, that's really going to depend on whether or not you meet these conditions. First of all, you need to be at least 65 years old. You have to be a Canadian citizen or a legal resident, and you must have lived in Canada for at least 10 years after the age of 18. So let's assume we qualify. So how much are we going to get? Well, the amount is going to be based on a few factors. First of all, how long have you lived in Canada after turning 18 years old? And the second thing is your income. How much you make every year is going to determine how much of that benefit you're going to receive. If your income is low, then there's a good chance that you're going to qualify for the full OAS amount. And on top of that, you might actually be eligible for the GIS or Guaranteed Income Supplement. I'll include a link to a video below so you can learn a little bit more about that. So what's a maximum amount that you can qualify for? Well, as of 2019, it's just under $614 a month. But remember, the amount that you're going to get is going to depend on how long you've lived in Canada and what your income level is when you apply for OAS. So let's take a look at a quick example. Now, in order to get the maximum OAS amount, you cannot make more than $77,580. Any dollar that you earn above that amount, you will receive an OAS clawback of 15 cents on the dollar. So assuming you make that amount or less, then you're going to get the maximum payment of just under $7,400 a year. But let's say you actually make $85,000 a year. Well, the difference between $85,000 and that maximum income amount is $7,420. 15% of that is $1,113, and that is your OAS clawback. That is the amount that your OAS will be reduced by for this year. So how do we apply to receive that OAS payment? Fortunately for us, the government actually decided to move to an auto-enrollment program. So at least that way, it's already set up for you. And you'll know whether or not that's the case because you would have received a notification in the mail about a month or two after you turn 64. Or you might have received a notification saying you need to apply. In that case, take whatever paperwork the government mailed to you, complete it, and send it back to them. Now, if a few months have gone past your 64th birthday and you've received nothing, then it's very likely that you might need to apply on your own. I'll include a link in the description so you can find the forms that you need to fill out and then mail directly yourself. Now, for some of us, for whatever situation, maybe you're working past 65, maybe you're going to be receiving some money, you may not need your OAS right away at 65. In that case, you can actually delay receiving it until you turn 70. Similar to CPP, when you delay receiving OAS, the amount that you're entitled to will increase every month by about 0.6% to a max of 36% by the time you turn 70. At 70, you can no longer delay OAS. Now, something important to remember is that if it does turn out that you do qualify for GIS, you cannot delay OAS. If you do that, it will disqualify you from receiving your GIS payment. That wraps up our video on OAS. I hope it's answered some questions for you. We actually have a brand new website at theindependentdollar.com, so please be sure to check it out for some helpful financial tips and tools to make managing money a little easier. And as always, if you like the video, please give me a thumbs up and don't forget to hit that subscribe and bell button. Thanks so much for watching.